shots, which Golding's hitting anyway at the moment, but you can't keep on doing that, you would think.
Well, only down 7, really. Mark Worthington misses a layup. Golding misses. It wasn't an easy layup, but the way he's playing, you wouldn't expect him to miss those anytime. So Adelaide could be, 4 more points if they could be down. And Adelaide's playing well, too. I mean, they're shooting the basketball at 66%.
There's not too many games you're shooting the ball at 66% this early in the game and you're down. So it all comes down to the defensive end. Both teams can probably just pick it up a little bit at that end, but both teams are executing very well.
Ballinger, that's his shot from the baseline. Melbourne are on fire.
I spoke to both coaches, Steve, before the game and said, look, normally you get your regular performances from your superstars in this sort of format in a final series. Who could be your X factor? And that was who Chris Anstey said, that Adam Ballinger loves coming to this gym. He's played here before. 4-time MVP with the Adelaide 36ers. Thinks that he could play very well here today. So he's come out very confident.
Tomlinson just leading Chris Golding. Golding too much, but he makes a heads-up play, and they get it back. Ballinger, he likes that matchup with him and Schenscher. Tomlinson, there's the mismatch. Ballinger from the baseline, that's his bread and butter.
They've all come out ready to go tonight. We just see a marked improvement in the intensity that they've come out with, and they're all ready to go, which goes to show the way they're shooting. They're switched on tonight.
And again, Adelaide are doing nothing wrong on the offensive end of the floor. That's 7 of 11 from the field, 50% outside the three-point line. Worthington just moves out the defense. And we're going to go the other way. I don't think he really needed to either.
Just dipping that shoulder, wasn't it? That's the key factor. If he'd stayed a bit more upright, probably wouldn't have got the call against him. But anytime you dip that shoulder down into the opponent, it just draws attention to it. It doesn't look good.
Well, he'll have a seat. Tommy Greer comes in for him.
Gary Irvin back into the game as well. He's played very well head-to-head against Melbourne, averaging 19.5 points against Melbourne.
Tomlinson. Walker turning the corner. That'll count if it goes. He'll go the foul line for a deuce.
He was winding up there too. I thought we were going to see a highlight reel on its way there, but a little nudge on his way got him off balance.
Tomlinson drawing 3 defenders.
And look, that's what Tomlinson's done a great job of all year, leading the league in assists, around 5 assists a game this year. He has to be one of the most improved players in the league. I think he could be upset if he doesn't win that this year. He's just shown marked improvement, and to lead the league in assists, he's doing a great job getting the ball to his shooters.
Ball squirts loose, goes to Gary Irvin. Walker not able to get the free throws. Carter catch and shoot from the corner. Yeah, he's feeling it too. He did not hesitate.
He was ready to go. He had his feet set, ready to catch and shoot, and the defense has to be aware of that. Know when a guy's looking to shoot, know when he's on fire, and you've got to get out to him. Adelaide doing a better job on Golding here. They've put Carter onto him, and he seems to be enjoying that matchup.
Very good defender is Rhys Carter. He'll be giving away some size in that matchup with Golding.
He's that sort of niggling defender as well. Someone that can put you off your game when you're in a bit of a groove, because he just gets right up into your grill and puts you off. Wow.
There's only 3 seconds left on the shot clock. I had to double check. I know he's hot, but my goodness.
I guess when you're 3 of 3 too, there's always that heat check factor. You got to get that one extra one up just to make sure.
Luke Schenscher, just that height for when somebody gets in his path. That elbow is sending some chin music.
Yeah, smart move by Adelaide too. Melbourne's gone with a smaller lineup on the court. They got Ballinger and Walker on in their 4-5 men, so they are small. However, Walker is athletic, but they need to start looking at Shencher down low. He's been very, very good against Melbourne, shooting the ball at 72% against Melbourne coming into this game.
Shencher gets his second one. And without Jared Fry in the lineup and Rhys Carter in, that makes Adelaide a better free throw shooting team.
Just a much better shooting team in general. Fry shot the free throws at under 20% from three-point line, is in the, I think, under 20 as well. Whereas Carter, since he's come in, has shot the ball reasonably well, but just gives them that extra avenue.
That'll count.
Oh. Tough finish there. Tough finish. Took the bump. Bounced off. Threw it up there. If it's in the air, it's got a chance. That's what I always used to say.
Man, I don't know what Chris Golding did wrong defensively. He was there the whole time.
Looked like he had pretty good position there, didn't it?
He had position for 3 seconds. I know there was contact, but he was still the whole time. He had his hands in. And that's why Gary Irvin was saying that's on 4-3. Because you want him out of the game.
That's a big foul, isn't it? 2 fouls already on Golding. Adelaide should keep attacking him, see if they can get him on 3 or 4 quick fouls and get him out of the game.
Tomlinson handed it off to Golding. Got Carter on him.
Good defense by Carter.
Walker has already hit a 3. That one rims out. Melbourne looking stagnant on the offensive end. Carter with a bomb. Wow.
Woo, he's ready to go. He had the high knee lift on the way back. He is set for a big one.
Tigers get it through hands. The 36ers have scored 15 points in 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Ballinger tries to plug up the leaky boat and can't. The ball goes the other direction. That rims out. A very soft shot by Ballinger, but it's been all one-way traffic for the 36ers.
A little bit of difference in the defense there. Ballinger was put under a little bit more pressure. He had Mitch Creek flying across at him and just a few other dimensions. Rather than just getting a spot up and take that open shot, he had a little bit of pressure. May have been the difference.
Carter. His finger rolls off the mark. Greer to Tomlinson.
Once again, these guys are hitting some really tough ones. They get a little layup. I don't think I was expecting it to be quite so open as we see Greer take another 3. These guys are bombing up the 3s here in this game.
Maybe not the one they wanted. Irvin. Little ankle breaker action. He throws it away. Golden with a heads-up play. They need a good shot. It's been a few possessions where they haven't gotten exactly what they want. Good shot by Ballinger, just rimmed out. Golding creates a bit of space.
That's really good D there by Rhys Carter, and Adelaide will get the last shot with 10 seconds to go in the quarter.
31-point quarter for Adelaide, and a shot at some more. Irvin for 3.
Oh!
Off the mark, and that'll end a very potent first quarter by both of these teams. Melbourne Tigers started off quickly, but Adelaide had the last answer, 31-26. Welcome back to Adelaide Arena. You're watching the NBL Final Series live on the 10 Network. And great to see all that action live, especially when the games are being played like this.
Yeah, great start by both teams, really. Melbourne got out to a fantastic start. I'm surprised Adelaide are in the lead because Melbourne shot it unbelievably well at the start of that quarter. Adelaide just hung on, like we said. It got on a bit of a roll, and we're talking about possible X factors. Rhys Carter, hasn't he stepped up so far? 9 points already in that first quarter.
Oh, you're dead right. And he was the one who probably did the best job on Chris Golding once he's hot. And as you know, once a guy is hot, normally it's too late. Petrie kind of shuffled the feet a little bit, got away with that. Here come Melbourne.
It's the worst matchup to get, getting shifted onto someone that's boiling hot, because they are literally going to score on anyone. It doesn't matter who's guarding them, but really hard to shut down.
Tomlinson gets the screen, looking for the roller. Ballinger back to Tomlinson. Good feed down low to Morrison. He's fouled, can't get the roll. Good patience by the Melbourne Tigers. When you're playing against a team as hot as the 36ers are, and they want that transition, and you've got Morrison down on the block, you might want to get it through a few sets of hands.
Yeah, that screen and roll's working really well between Tomlinson and Morrison. They're playing that well. They're causing a switch, and Irvin's ending up down on Morrison, and he's not doing a great job of fronting the ball, so they're able to get the ball into him, and that's all over once Morrison catches it that close to the basket with Irvin on his back. They've got to come across and foul, or it's a guaranteed 2 points for Morrison.
And Tomlinson shooting the basketball well enough to where you just can't go way below that screen. Really improved on that area of his game. Gibson loses the handle right to Tomlinson. He's got numbers. Rhys Carter with the block. And Farrakhan off the foot.
That's a huge play by Carter. Nick guaranteed 2 points from Melbourne. They had a 2-3-on-1. Carter just timing that block exceptionally well as we see him come in out of screen, and a little bit of incidental contact afterwards, but great pressure and recovery there by Carter.
I thought he should have just dumped it off to Farrakhan. 2-on-1 fast break. Defense commits to you, dump it off. Gibson with a floater. There are a lot of big game players playing tonight.
Yeah, Adam Gibson, and he was the question mark coming into this game, whether his foot was going to be able to hold up under this sort of intensity and pressure, but he seems to be enjoying it out there.
Pass to Morris, and he loses the handle because it was tipped out of bounds. Again, Tomlinson looking to screen and roll with Morris. Farrakhan hasn't gotten an opportunity to roll. A little step back jump shot, fall aways off the back of the iron. Petrie with the long rebound. Gibson. His jump shot from the baseline rims around Rhys Carter.
Carter again.
And jacks up the shot. Rhys Carter has come to play. Game 1 of the semifinals here in Adelaide. He has got his game face on. Rhys Carter shooting, playing D, rebounding. Adelaide getting a punch from off the bench from number 15. We'll be back right after this short break.
In the open court, but he is one that has done exceptionally well against the Melbourne Tigers. He's been averaging 22 points against them, which is above his season average, and shooting it at a good clip as well at 60%. So we look forward to seeing him get more involved in this game as it progresses.
36ers extended defense gave the Tigers a little bit of trouble. Owen Odyssey from the three-point line, and he has been thrown in the ball game normally to play some good defense, but he did not hesitate outside the arc. Both teams just blistering from the land of plenty.
And that's the bonus of the game on Sunday. Adelaide were giving Odyssey wide open three-point shots. Odyssey was starting to get his eye in towards the end of that game. He hit a couple on Sunday, and so it doesn't surprise me he's coming out here with a bit of confidence to step into his three.
And Melbourne Tigers trying to come up with those rebounds. Morrison out of position on that one. Fouls Petrie. Johnson back into the game. And you know when your team's playing this and going, what an effort to get in.
It's been a great build-up to this final series. I'm really looking forward to both in these final series going head-to-head. I mean, a lot of people at this stage, when I speak to them, are tipping that Perth can win in 2. Everyone's underestimated Wollongong all year long, and I can't do it at this stage. I think it's going to go to 3 as well as this series. I think both series will go to 3, and it's going to be a real interesting finish.
Great cut by Brendan Tees. I think he's starting to really feel comfortable in that role. If you play off him, he's quick to be aggressive. Worthington with Tees on him.
Adelaide with 4 fairly small guys. They're running pretty much a switching man-to-man defense here. The only big out there at the moment is big Luke Schenscher. So we see a tough 1-foot jumper from Wertho.
And you know what? He didn't really have much of a choice, and sometimes that's exactly what a guy needs to, nobody's questioning a shot if he misses it. He's able to get his confidence going. Irvin for three. And I watched him make about 200 of those before the game.
Yeah, he came in twice today for extra shooting sessions. He's looked really good. A lot of people try and, I guess if you're going to give him anything, give him the three, but because he is so quick at getting to the basket, but he can knock that down.
He'd want to shoot it like that too, because he walked into the gym with sunglasses on and it was dark. Offensive rebound by the Tigers. Golding thought he might have dragged that pivot foot. Ballinger misses one from mid-range that he would normally get.
Adelaide getting let off the hook on that one. Melbourne getting a couple of offensive boards and some relatively easy opportunities. There was one Ballinger wouldn't normally miss. Irvin getting fouled on that rebound.
The way the 36ers have played, probably the only blemish has been the 7 turnovers by Adelaide.
You always run the risk of that too. When you are a fast-breaking team, you're getting it out a lot. You push that envelope constantly about good decisions on the break, and you do have that chance of racking up those turnovers. Tease, that's a tough floater going left.
Almost got it to drop. And really, like you say, 7 turnovers, it really isn't that bad, especially if you're attacking the rim like that and you are wiping the glass clean with a 6-rebound advantage for the 36ers. Looking for Golding. He's got Carter all over him. Ball's knocked loose. Got to be careful he doesn't pick up a foul. Irvin, catch and shoot for 3. Is pulled down by Worthington, and the 36ers with an awesome first half by their starters, and of course an injection of Rhys Carter coming off the bench for 12 points in the first quarter at a high rate. Brett Maher has the hot man right now.
Rhys, great first half by you. Came out ready to go, dropped in some threes, but you're also taking a tough matchup. You look like you're enjoying that as well, guarding Goulding.
Yeah, definitely. He got off to a hot start. I mean, 11 points in the first few minutes. I just saw it as my job to come in and just wear him, just not give him anything. Got a couple of hands on his shot and then kept him out of his game a little bit. Slowed him down, and lucky to get a few fall the other end. But we turned it on after that first few minutes. We came out maybe a bit sluggish, couldn't find him, and then we just turned on our D a bit better.
Are you surprised the pace of this game? Both games offensively are playing very good games.
Yeah, I mean, that's our game. We play up tempo and we want to push it, but they came out the same way. They came out running in transition, 10, 12 trans points in the first quarter. Like I said, not really good enough from us, but we turned it up in the second and late in the first, and I think we're on track now.
Well, great first half for you. Keep it going in the second half. Wish you all the best.
Thanks, Muzzy.